Them linebackers do go hard though. Tampa. Not worried about it. You're running.
The NFL is
with that fucking offensive line you're running.
Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Ridiculous.
The kickoff unit is out of the field, and they will send this one away.
Who is this little brown nigga?
At the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much.
Let me see my damn depth. Why? What's the difference? We're turning this bitch off for best performance.
Press the
button. You're not ready. I ain't played in a minute though, but I'm gonna bust your shit ass.
At the 21-yard line.
You're not ready though.
Ready? Who ready? You got nothing. Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50. Green, triple C. Check. Check. Here we go. Even.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's
nigger boy Johnson. Yes, sir.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Even.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton.
That's easy to read. You thought I had a weak side.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3.
You're not running on me. I get the best run defense
lead to a 3rd and 12.
in the fucking state of America. Just kidding. No, I don't. That's in the state of America.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill. Watch twist.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
You're a dumbass.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
You thought he was going to beat him?
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
Yes, sir. We got one int of the day.
And down to the 48. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school,
maybe if it was Godwin,
he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
No, he didn't have the arm strength. Such a nigger ass.
180. 180. Hey, D-Lock, let's get in there.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon.
Yes, sir, Melvin.
This will leave him a yard short.
Yes, sir, Melvin.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 39, Rivers. Now
That's ridiculous.
Rivers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit but not go down and fumble the ball.
I don't understand why he just
down,
dropped
but
the
not
ball.
before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They got over.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Green, come see.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction.
The dude
there.
really
Brings up 2nd
fumbled.
down.
Ready, slack, 22. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check 26, check 26.
Winston gives to Barber. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play.
Ball.
Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check pass, easy. Green, come see. 49, guys. Mike.
3rd and long for Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safety cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Shot, 380. Shot, 45. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
45 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Look for one. Hey, 2. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, only behind.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers.
Damn shitty.
And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Stupid, I'll tear man up with that. I don't know why I didn't just run up there. I can't use this team's offense good right now. I don't know why.
The first down throw for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Come on, dude.
He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 guys.
Now Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Desmond King. And turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
D's fine. I gotta get. I gotta fix my. Oh, come on.
For Kansas City, what a comeback win! Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company.
Come on, dude! That's a touchdown.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand.
Come on, dude. What is it fucking doing?
Not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points.
Oh my fucking god, dude. I would have had a touchdown. Fuck.
Zone defense.
What is going on?
Where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And excellent.
Especially with a lard. You shouldn't have been keeping up with him.
Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
180.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's
kind of
fourth
should
down.
punt, but I kind of really should punt. I don't think we give a fuck, bro. I truly should punt the ball. I don't know how I'm getting locked up though.
Defense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the up. Go again here on 4th down.
Zero. Check back 45. Check back 45. Hey, Zach, load it.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th.
You serious, bro?
Escape, and he goes down.
I couldn't even develop the route.
Shaquille Barrett, and that will force a turnover on downs.
I couldn't even
So
develop the
they've gone for it
fucking
twice
route.
now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach
I was about
say,
to go
hey,
crazy.
You got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy.
To throw is Winston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds. They are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Jameis to throw it.
Dude, he just left him.
Got his tight end Howard.
He lived. No one even guarded him.
O.J. Howard.
No one even guarded him. If I just punted it, you'd have three.
On to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10.
No one even fucking guarded him.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This is ridiculous.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Ain't nobody locking shit up, nigga. Let's go. No, it's locking me down, nigga. I'm gonna come back.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Try to force it to
Get out of here, bro.
Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
He's in a dime every time when I'm passing. It's just getting locked up.
They'll run on first down. Jones. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nine, check nine. Shift. Slam.
I should just punted it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Winston.
What am I doing? I just left him wide open. I truly don't know what I'm doing.
Dare Ogunbowale. in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff.
I literally ran away
give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the final action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 81 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
Coming back.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side.
Money on it?
Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
He's coming back, nigga. I'm buckling the fuck down, nigga. If you a championship contender, nigga, and I was talking all that talk earlier, you coming back. You coming back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come back right now, nigga. Regroup, nigga. Let's regroup.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He's nervous. He's going to keep running it. I'm coming back.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber.
He's nervous.
For 5 up to the 33.
Stopping him right here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Do it. I don't give a fuck.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
I got to score on offense. If I score on offense a touchdown here, It's definitely my game, nigga. It's definitely mine for the taking, nigga. It's time for me to step the fuck up to the plate, to the plate, nigga. Step up to the plate, nigga. Like I'm going for the grand slam, nigga.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Ready, round 80. That's right, baby.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
There's like no stopping that for like 2 yards.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it.
Come on, Rivers. You're fucking horrible. Rivers is horrible.
Mike Williams, the intended target.
Why the fuck is Rivers horrible?
It's been this way most of the afternoon.
I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck did he throw it that low? He beat him. He beat him off the fucking... Fuck you. Fuck you. He beat him off the fucking... I don't give a fuck. You throw a fucking better ball, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I don't give a damn, nigga. That nigga can't throw the ball, nigga. The nigga can't throw the ball, though. I don't give a fuck. That nigga shouldn't have fucking...
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh my god, bro. How the fuck are you guarding all my... I gotta score now.
Defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I don't give a damn, nigga. The nigga shouldn't have... Damn, if I don't get this, nigga Phillips ass.
Third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Phillips
and now the
is
Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Charlie!
They'll try and throw for it here.
Damn, these linebackers are sticking, my niggas, bro. What the fuck?
Move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
These linebackers are sticking me. I don't.
Excellent field position to boot.
Ready, blue way. Choose the mic. All day, just like that, just like that. Check.
They're literally sticking me.
Running game going with Jones.
I'm fucking lagging now.
Past the 35, he'll be dropped.
You're sticking right now.
You're 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So it splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded at the goal line.
I should have just used the front line.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not...
Oh my God.
Escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Be ready, be ready. Mike 54. Mike White. Here it comes. Right there.
Hey, high 7.
I got it. Hey, watch it.
To throw, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Oh my fucking God.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working out of the gun, Rivers.
This is, bro, why are they getting this stuff? Like, nobody's open. Like, at all. Like, nobody's open.
Will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
I tried rushing the whole fucking team because I knew it was fucking
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I just couldn't pass this in my
dropping the
life.
hammer off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. About some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
I guess
again.
Man defense is his best It's fucking ridiculous.
William Golston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The amount of sacks they've absorbed in this
Nobody's
game is
sticking
absolutely
anything
extraordinary.
receiver.
Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on
I'm 5 of 20
down,
and he just throws a fucking ball.
He was
Double
looking for
X
Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Check 13. Check 13. Check.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. White. 0. Load it. Alpha. Hey, exit.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Try to lay one up deep.
Oh my fucking god, this is ridiculous. Rivers sucks.
Incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just tried to do one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard?
Oh my god, then you launch it 75 fucking...
And this is
The circle's wide open, then he launches the ball like 50 yards in front of him. This motherfucker's trash.
There, he'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
This motherfucker is so fucking trash. I don't even know how he uses it.
Begin their
It's only
next
'cause of
possession.
defense.
Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime
I've never
position.
seen him
They
this good.
certainly do. So now, almost
But
like
you
almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Under 10. 10. Check 3.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you want... Because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got to go.
He's in for a Charger touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots.
You shouldn't have been able to get there in time any fucking way if you were sprinting with the other linebacker.
This will be taken in at
I lost by 1 score with my D- game.
It'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
With the fucking D-. Not too shabby.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, let's get a conversion.
Looking for
Oh, so they're just stellar blocking this fucking game.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And caught by Henry. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up.
I'm a 2-point conversion away from tying this fucking game with a D- game. What can we do here? What can we do here? Nigga, I just need a 2-point conversion. That's all I need.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Back to throw.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Uh-oh. Don't ever fucking throw a pick on me, nigga. You know I'm gonna come through.
So here comes
he cannot get field goal range.
Even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That'd have been...
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Ready, black 25.
Hey, watch the slant.
Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He completes it to Evans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Rivers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This from 55 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Ready. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check it backer, check it backer.
That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll run on first down. Jones, he's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the